Hello everyone, welcome to Abyss Talks. My name is Amol and today we are going to discuss 4 different ways to use RSI. Now RSI is a momentum indicator and it defines the strength of a ongoing trend. Now there are two things important in RSI. One is the range and second is the period. So everybody knows that RSI moves between 0 to 100 and there is a period. So let's discuss about the period selection. So before we start, please watch one bar theory video so that you will know how the wave is formed and where exactly the reversal is happened. So I put the link in the description. You can watch it from there or you can check out my channel. Now consider this example. Let's say a stock moved in the upside direction and formed a wave as per the one bar theory. Now it came for the retracement and then again reversed. So at this point of reversal, you should be adjusting the periods of RSI. Now if you get the RSI signal, that should be your period for the ongoing uptrend. Please remember that I said ongoing uptrend. That means we were looking for the uptrend. Once the trend is ended, your period selection should change. Similarly, if a stock comes down, then retraces and then shows the sign of reversal, at this point you have to adjust the periods of RSI, and the period that gives correct signal at this point, that would be your period for the ongoing downtrend. Once the downtrend ends, you should again adjust the period as per the one bar theory. Most of the people use 14 or 8 as their RSI period. This was all for period selection. Now let's discuss the range. Now we can use range in 4 different ways. So first range is 70-30. Now when RSI crosses above 70, it goes in overbought zone. This is a default RSI range, and when RSI crosses below 30, it goes in oversold zone. Let's see example of this range. Here RSI went above 70, so it was in overbought zone. So as soon as the RSI went above 70, the price came down. Now in the second example, RSI went below 30, so it was in oversold zone. So people tend to buy at oversold zone, and when RSI started moving up, the price moved up. In the next example, RSI was above 70, so as soon as it went above 70 and started coming down, the price followed RSI. So now in the second example here, you can see RSI went below 30 and the price started moving up. Here is another example where you can see RSI went below 30, so it was in oversold zone, and as soon as it turned, it went upside. Now you can see in the Nifty Bank, RSI in the overbought zone, I mean RSI in the 70 zone, and price follows it. The next is for RSI of 80-20 range. Now when RSI crosses above 80, it is in the overbought zone. So people tend to book profit or sell their stocks at this level. And when RSI crosses below 20, it goes in oversold zone and people tend to buy at this zone. So these first two ranges, 70-30 and 80-20, are for investment purpose. When RSI goes below 20 or 30, people start buying, and when it starts moving up and goes above 80 or 70, the people tend to book their profits. Now let's see some example of 80-20 range. Now as you can see here, Here you can see RSI was above 80, so it went to overbought zone, and price was also at the top. Okay, so reversal happened in the price and RSI started coming down, so price followed the RSI. Let's see another example in this chart where RSI crossed above 80. Yeah, this is the example. So you can see price followed the RSI and RSI came down. As soon as it went to above 80 zone, the price started moving down. Here also you can see RSI went to below 20 zone, which is a oversold zone. So there was a quick wave which turned upside as soon as the RSI touched 20 zone. There is another example here in the stocks where you can see RSI went above, so correction happened and price came down. So it went to overbought zone where people tend to book profits or sell their stocks. You can see RSI is above 80. Now the next range is RSI of 50-50. This is a different example. So when RSI crosses above 50, it goes in positive momentum zone, and when RSI crosses below 50, it goes in negative momentum zone. So previously for the 70-30 and 80-20, we were saying that above 80 it is overbought zone and below 20 it was a oversold zone. But here it is different. When RSI goes above 50, we see that a momentum has started, so we look in the positive direction, and when RSI goes below 50, RSI goes in the negative direction. Now let's see some example. Now in this chart you can see RSI went below 50 and price also started going down. So you can see as soon as it went into below 50 zone, it went into negative momentum zone and price started coming down. And here you can see the price was falling down. RSI of 14 with the 50-50 range came down. Now second example also you can see price came down, RSI was below 50 level. Now here you can see RSI started moving up above 50 level, it went to positive momentum zone and price also followed the RSI and went in upside direction. Now here you can see RSI again went below 50, so it went to negative momentum zone and price also followed the same and price came down. Then again RSI went down below 50. As long as it stays below 50, it will be in the negative momentum zone, and as soon as it starts going up above 50, it will be in positive momentum zone. So again RSI went up, price moved along and price moved in the positive direction. Here also you can see RSI went below 50, price also moved down, and then again price reversed, RSI also reversed. So in this way you can see this is for a swing trading or a intraday trading. Now the next range is RSI of 60-40. Now when RSI crosses above 60, it goes in positive momentum zone, and when RSI crosses below 40, it goes in negative momentum zone. Now this is very important one. This range is not quite well known to the most of the people, but this is a very important range where you can actually capture the right momentum in the price, because RSI is a momentum indicator, so you need to capture a momentum in the price. and the strength of the price, and that's what the use of a RSI is. So we will go and see the example of 60-40 range in the charts, on the charts. Now let's consider this chart. This is the Nifty 50 of 5 minutes. So as soon as the RSI went above 60 level, we started moving up as price started showing momentum, and it stayed there for a couple of time. Now you can see RSI came down below 60, again went to upside, again went to above 60 levels. So that is a positive momentum zone, and then price also followed the same, as you can see, and it stayed there for a long time. Now you can see in the another example here you can see that as soon as the RSI crosses above, it went to positive zone, and now you can see the momentum in the price. Now you can see in these charts a bar started moving rapidly, and you can see more Maribuzu candles here. That is a bullish candles you can see. Now here also you can see as soon as RSI went above 60, you can see a strong bar came. So here you can capture the momentum in the price, and this is not a well-known range for most of the people, for the beginners you can say, but you can see as soon as it goes above, you will see the momentum in the price, and price goes above. So when RSI goes above 60, price will go above. Now here also you can see when RSI goes between 60 to 40 range, then you can say that the momentum has lost and price is going in the sideways direction. And as soon as the price shows reversal and RSI goes above 60, the momentum starts to gain. And that is what the most important part is, where we want to capture the momentum in the price. We don't want to get stuck in the sideways market. And you can definitely catch the momentum here. So keep in mind that RSI of 60-40, between the 60-40 range we will be in the sideways, above 60 we will be in the positive momentum, and below 40 negative momentum. So this was all for the different ways of using RSI. So thank you so much. See you in the next video.